Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the bantamweight fight between Martin Day and Anderson dos Santos at UFC Fight Night Blades versus Lewis. Now, as I said before, this is a bantamweight fight. Martin Day is currently ranked 113th at bantamweight worldwide. Anderson dos Santos just a little bit better at 112th at bantamweight worldwide. So these two fighters are just outside of that top 100 when it comes to being a bantamweight fighter. And I mean, they're both similar ages. Martin Day is 32 years old. Anderson dos Santos is 35 years old. Martin Day is a slight favorite to win this fight. He is currently sitting at, I believe, minus 175, around minus 180, as a slight favorite to win this fight. Anderson dos Santos is the plus 155, a plus 160, slight underdog to win this fight. Also, Martin Day is currently 5 foot 10 inches tall and has a 70-inch reach, compared to Anderson dos Santos' 5 foot 5 inch tall height, and also has a 70-inch reach, which is a huge, absolutely huge advantage for Martin Day, as he is 5 inches taller. He has a huge advantage according to the height in this fight. The reach, as I said, is the same at 70 inches. And if you look at those Tapology predictions, out of over 800 different votes, which is a pretty good sample size, I have to say, 69% of the votes are going for Martin Day to win this fight. Most of the people predicting him to win this fight are mainly going to say he's going to win the fight by unanimous decision. Some people think he has the power to get a knockout in this fight. I don't really think so. I think this fight's going to go all the way, and one of these fighters is going to win a unanimous decision. 31% of the votes are going for Anderson dos Santos to win this fight, and also mainly by unanimous decision. But some people think he's going to get the win by knockout, and some actually think he's going to get the win by submission, which I see highly unlikely. As I said before, I really think this fight is going to go all the way. One of these fighters is going to walk out a winner in this fight for their first UFC win, but it's definitely going to go all the way, and one of these fighters is definitely going to win the fight by unanimous decision. Alright, so Martin Day, as I said at the beginning of the video, 8-4, a pretty good record for a bantamweight fighter. His career has been a little up and down as of late, but before he joined the UFC, he got a split decision win over Dylan Morgan, got a kickboxing bout where he got a first-round knockout, went back to MMA where he got a second-round TKO, a first-round standing guillotine choke, another split decision over Richard Pereira III. But in his next fight, ended up getting his first ever loss by first-round knockout to Nohelin Hernandez. Came back after that with a first-round knockout over Shohin Miki, which got him a shot on Dana White's Contender Series, where he ended up fighting Jamie Alvarez back in 2017, but ended up losing the fight by unanimous decision, so the UFC did not decide to give him that UFC contract. So he left Dana White's Contender Series, he left the UFC, got a first-round guillotine choke submission over Richard Bernard, and a unanimous decision, again, this time over Shohin Miki, who he previously beat by first-round knockout. And then in his next fight, ended up fighting Brady Huang, who also competed on the Contender Series, and gave Brady Huang his first ever loss with a second-round knockout. Alright, so after that win over Brady Huang, he finally got that shot inside the UFC, and in his first fight with the promotion, he ended up fighting Ping Yuan Liu, but ended up losing the fight by split decision. It was a very, very close fight, 29-28 for Martin Day, 29-28, 29-28 for Ping Yuan Liu. I really, really thought Martin Day won that fight. He did look much, much better on the feet, was really pushing the pace for most of that fight, landed much more shots than Ping Yuan Liu. I really thought he won that fight by unanimous decision, but the judges thought differently, so he lost the fight by unanimous decision. Came back after that split decision loss. He was actually supposed to fight Chris Gutierrez back in 2019. That fight fell through. Like 4 months later, he was supposed to fight Benito Lopez. A couple months later in 2019, that fight fell through. He was supposed to then fight Randy Costa in March of 2020. That fight fell through due to COVID. And then finally, he ended up fighting Davy Grant at UFC 251, Usman versus Masvidal, but ended up losing that fight by third-round knockout. Arguably, he was winning those first and second round. He was about to win the fight by unanimous decision if he just didn't get clipped. But in the middle of that third round, ended up getting clipped and lost the fight by third-round knockout, and is looking to come back with his first win inside the UFC over Anderson dos Santos. Alright, so Anderson dos Santos definitely has much more fights than Martin Day. He is 20-8, has a total of 28 fights in his pro MMA career. Very up and down career so far. Started his career off back in 2011, got 3 straight wins, lost 1, got 3 straight wins, got a first round rear naked choke submission, a first round armbar, a second round knockout, a first round knockout, another first round knockout, a first round guillotine choke submission, Lost his next fight to Eduardo Souza by first round guillotine choke and CEF 12. Came back with a win. Lost his next fight by third round knockout. Joined Titan FC where he got a second round rear naked choke submission over Ricky Simone, giving Ricky Simone, who is really doing very, very good inside the UFC right now, but ended up beating Ricky Simone, giving him his first ever pro MMA loss, but ended up losing his next fight after that by second round knockout. Came back after that one with a win over Thiago dos Santos by first round rear naked choke submission, got another second round rear naked choke submission, lost his next fight to Said Nurmagomedov by first round guillotine, came back with a first round guillotine, lost a second round knockout to Victor Henry, came back with a unanimous decision, a first round knockout, a unanimous decision. Finally got that shot inside the UFC, but did not deliver, as in 2018 ended up losing his first fight with the promotion to Nad Narimani on short notice by unanimous decision. And then a couple months later, in June of 2019, ended up losing that next fight to Andre Ewell, also by unanimous decision, and was supposed to fight Jack Shore, I believe a couple of months ago, but that fight ended up falling through. So now he's set to fight Martin Day at UFC Fight Night Blades versus Lewis. Alright guys, so I know there is a lot of very close fights on this fight card, like Ashley Evans Smith, Norma Dumont, Amir Albazi, Zalga Zumalagulov, Nate Menes, Luke Saunders. I mean, there's a lot of close fights. Rachel Ostovich and Gina Manzani. There's a lot of close fights on this card. This fight's a little bit another one of those close fights on this fight card. Martin Day is currently a minus 175 favorite. Anderson dos Santos, he doesn't have the best record, 20 wins, 8 losses, but he has really fought in some very, very good competition in his career so far. I mean, Said Nurmagomedov, Nad Narimani, Andre Ewell, Eduardo Souza, Ricky Simone. He ended up beating Ricky Simone. Martin Day has also faced some pretty good competition in his career. Pingyuan Liu, Brady Huang, Davey Grant, Nohelin Hernandez, Anthony Torres. He's fought a lot of good fighters in his career so far. This is a very, very close fight on paper, in my opinion. They're both ranked literally right next to each other in the bantamweight division. I just think Martin Day's striking is going to be way too much for Anderson dos Santos to handle. Martin Day doesn't have the best chin, as we saw in his last fight against Davey Grant, but I really don't think he's going to get caught in this fight by Anderson dos Santos. I don't think he has the best power to knock out Martin Day in this fight. I think this fight's going to go all the way, as I said at the beginning of this video, and just because Martin Day is just way too well-rounded, has way too precise striking. His speed when it comes to the feet is way too good. We saw in the Davey Grant fight in the first and second round, he absolutely dominated on the feet and defended all of Davey Grant's takedowns. I think he'll do the same in this fight, and I have Martin Day winning this fight by unanimous decision. Alright guys, if you like this video, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, put on post notifications so you don't miss the absolute best MMA content out there. If you have any ideas for future videos, make sure to put in the comment section below. Also put in the comment section below who you guys think is going to win this bantamweight fight between Martin Day and Anderson dos Santos. That's it for the video. I'm out of here.